back to my channel. If you have not noticed by now, I am in Costa Rica. I am very happy. I'm also very tired. This has by far probably been the most random trip that I've booked. Probably ever, but it's most definitely needed. A couple of months ago, I was just like, I need to get away. So I was just looking up random places like hotels to go to, actually in a different region, and a Costa Rica hotel popped up. So I'm at Botanica. This is like near the Osa Peninsula, and I just got here, so I haven't even seen a lot of the hotel, but from what I've seen, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's definitely given a relaxing type of feel, and I feel like it's gonna be a nice type of vacation place. But anyway, so I just got checked in. When I walked in to check in, they had a soursop waiting for me, and apparently this is supposed to be really good for you. But it actually tastes really yummy. It tastes really good. It looks like this because, you know, just getting checked in, a lot going on, sweating, trying to get the luggage and all that situated. It was just a lot going on, okay? But I'm here now. My plans on this trip is to definitely get out and explore Costa Rica, go to the beach. I did book 2 excursions, so I am excited about that. And rest. Honestly, rest is like the main goal of this trip. I just need to sit and be still. And this is very big. This is my first solo international trip. So I've traveled internationally before. That's not new for me, but it's definitely new for me to travel internationally solo. And a part of me feels like I have grown a lot because I've been through some stuff. So this is just like, I guess, just for me to see like how much I've grown just individually as a woman, and just a lot of things that used to scare me just don't scare me anymore. And I think that's a good thing. I actually, as I was getting off the plane, there's a group of guys coming here for a bachelor party, the one for men. There was a guy, and he was actually talking to me while we were going through customs and everything, and the fact that, you know, I said that I was on a solo trip, just like, I guess, went beyond him. Like, he was like, he would never do that. And granted, I am the type of person that I'm just gonna do what I feel like I need to do, okay? Like, nothing is gonna stop me. Okay, persevere. I am not about to let fear stop me from living my life. So I just feel like I am supposed to be here right now. On the way into Puerto Jimenez, there's this big rainbow in the sky, and that couldn't have been even more of a confirmation that, girl, you're supposed to be here. Girl, this trip is for you. Girl, you are living out your dreams, and you are not allowing fear to keep you from exploring and doing the things that you want to do. I feel like this solidifies something in womanhood or something. This is doing something, okay? I don't know exactly what it's doing, but yeah. But anyway, I'm here to rest, relax, and enjoy this vacation. I don't have too much to give you tonight. I am going to order some food, some room service, and I am going to take a shower and get in the bed and start this thing over tomorrow. Dinner has been delivered. I am having some mashed potatoes, some roasted veggies, and this is beef. And then I got some ice cream with caramel on it and a brownie for dessert. So I'm really hungry. I'm about to eat this food, and I will check in tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So it is the next morning in Costa Rica. So I would say the first official day of me being able to be here and explore, because yesterday was travel day. So I'm like in a calm mood, a like very relaxed, chill state. And I feel like this is what I have been seeking for some time because of the things that have been happening in life. So this morning I'm just spending some time doing my devotionals, talking to God, drinking water, okay? Don't underestimate drinking water, okay? Just did a little bit of self-care, and I am just gonna lay out on the patio for a little bit, and then also after couple of hours I'm gonna go get some breakfast. It's 7 o'clock now and they close at 10. I already just within the first couple of minutes of getting up felt so rejuvenated, so rested, and I'm so thankful to be here because I definitely needed this. And I didn't think that I needed this. I actually was looking to go to a place that's a little more, I don't know if rambunctious is the right word, but this place is very chill. I actually was kind of looking for a resort where it was a lot more going on, like noise everywhere. Not saying that I necessarily want to be around noise, but I think this is a different type of atmosphere, but I'm really loving this. This is just what I needed. I think sometimes when life just starts going, it can be easy to lose track of what's really important. And even if you think that you're taking care of yourself, you may not actually be taking care of yourself in the best way. Because being here, I realized that back home, even though I was taking care of myself, I was doing certain things that we need to do, to be efficiently taken care of. But I feel like mentally, my mind has been in different places, and here I'm just forced to sit. Like, I'm not even thinking about, the worries or cares of life here. So we love it. I also have, over the past couple of years, gone through a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of changes, a lot of growth. Just a lot has happened in my life in a couple of years that I could have never imagined even happening, probably in somebody's life over 5 to 10 years. I feel like 10 years maybe, but the amount of tests and trials that I have had in the past couple of years, I'm talking like 4 years versus 10 years, I feel like has been extreme. And I've had those moments where I'm like, God, why? Like, why me? Why was I chosen for all of this? And again, also accountability. Why was I put myself in certain situations where I would end up used and hurt and all those things? So in a way, I do understand why for some things, but some things are just we're complete. I don't have the answers, but you have to continue to walk past not having the answers and just hope and pray that eventually those answers will, come out in life or make sense in life later down the line. And then as far as the situations that I have put myself into, I'm a very accountable person, and I like accountable people. I feel like it takes a lot of emotional intelligence and maturity to be able to say, I messed up here in my life, I messed up here in my life. And one of the areas where I feel like, not necessarily that I messed up, I caused a bunch of stuff, but the areas where I feel like I could have definitely done better with discerning and placing myself in situations is friendships. And I noticed that it's like God has allowed me to repeat the same thing. It's literally the same type of spirit and the same type of things in the people that continues to, basically, it feels like recycle itself so that I'll get the lesson. That's one thing about life is you're gonna learn a lesson, okay? Even if you try not to, you're gonna learn a lesson. I have a pure heart. When I'm around others, I do my very best to operate from pure motives and do pure things towards others. And for some reason, I feel like I have attracted a lot of, I don't want to use the N word because I feel like that's thrown around a lot. And I can't, diagnose nobody with that word, but I feel like I have attracted a lot of people with those traits. I'll just say that. Like, very, like, have done dirty things to me, and it's like they don't have anything on the inside guiding them or telling them like that's messed up. Or if they do, it's the pride that they have has overridden any compassion for the things that they've done to me. I have opened up, I have helped others, I have prayed, I have, if you need anything, I am that type of girl. Like, I'm that type of friend. Like, I'm a friend, a genuine friend to those who I consider friends in my life. And God has allowed me to see that, girl, these people that you calling friends, they're not your friends, okay? Or at one point, they were supposed to be in your life because this was an assignment, but you taking this to a whole new level of friendship that it was never supposed to reach. And so that has been one of the things emotionally that I have felt like, Lord, why? Like, what is it? Like, I should be able to be myself and walk confidently and walk out who I'm called to be, and, just do what I am meant to do without fear that, the people in my life are going to turn on me because of whatever it is, jealousy, envy, just why her type of energy, or just a lot of situations have been like I've been friends with a lot of people, and then like after maybe like a few months to a year, or at least that's when I started noticing it. Could have happened sooner than that. I'll start noticing like, okay, they're doing a lot of stuff like me, like that they weren't doing before when we first met. So now picking up some personality things that I do are now starting to like the same things that I like, are now starting to, and which I get it. We can inspire others, and I feel like as friends, there are some things that y'all will probably more than likely end up doing the same, but it has been like very like, oh no, like undercover, I'm gonna try to be you and push you down here now because you helped me come up here, or you showed me different things, and now I'm about to take over and try to be you. And to me, that does not feel good as the person that is experiencing that. I'm not even that type of person like, oh, she trying to be me, or they want to be me, and that is not my type of vibe. I just want peace and clarity and love, and let's all feel good around each other. I don't like drama and mess in my life because that does not feel good. That's stressful. Back to the thing with having a pure heart. When you have a pure heart, it doesn't matter how pure your heart is. If somebody resents you or has anything in their heart against you, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't nice your way into somebody treating you better. You can't force somebody into treating you better. Whatever is in a person's heart is in a person's heart. And so I feel like I'm finally at the tail end of this lesson of having to learn, because recently this has happened again. And so, but the interesting thing about those lessons, you're going to be tested to see if you have passed them. So I literally am in a situation now in my life where I literally just had to get rid of somebody out of my life. I have gotten to the place now when God tells me to get somebody out of my life, now I'm on it. Like, I'm trying to get you out of my life for the sake of protecting my peace, because I know what it feels like to hold on to something that you are not supposed to hold on to, and then you end up having to pick up the pieces again and rebuild yourself again because of the things that they have done but could have been avoided because you could have left the situation. I'm not one of these people anymore. I thought that I was one of these people that felt like because somebody was in my life for such a long time, they have to be in my life, you know, until I'm an old lady or something like that. I used to have that mindset, but now I see there are people who literally will be in your life for seasons. There are people who literally will come in your life because they're just an assignment for you. You're just supposed to pour into them for this couple of months, or maybe for a year, or maybe whatever the situation is. Everybody's life is different, but a lot of those situations I try to carry on. So now I see that when God says get these people out of your life, I try to make sure that I'm on it, on getting these people out of my life. I used to like sit around a lot questioning why and what did they do, like, you know, I haven't seen them do anything, but you have to remember, he sees all. He sees all. He sees all. Whether other people believe or not, he sees all. And when you have a pure heart, you may be more likely are more willing to look past certain things or try to make excuses for people. But God knows what's going on in their hearts. Like, they're plotting this against you. They got this plan to do against you. All the wickedness, okay? All the bad things, okay? He can show you. Okay, and so now when he shows me and when he tells me to move on, I have learned to move on. Anyway, so I just recently had a situation where I thought somebody was a friend and I had to basically move on. I have been through a lot, especially when it comes to like friendships and learning how to manage relationships with people, and now I'm grateful for it, but going through it was definitely a little rough, okay? But when you have built, for me, I felt like it felt like a friendship. But when you have built something with somebody and then other people start to, you know, like group settings, connections and stuff like that, it can be hard to walk away because more than likely, and I'm that type of person, like I can be around you, but I see you, okay? So I will come in a group setting, be nice, cordial. What I'm not is fake, but I will come around. I can laugh, we can be cordial, have fun and all that. And then when we go our separate ways, I'm back on about my business. But what I have found is, and this seems so messed up, when you are willing to walk away and choose yourself and say, I'm not tolerating this treatment anymore, or I'm not gonna let this person treat me like this anymore, I have found that people have not been well receptive of it. And of course, I know they're gonna run back, tell their version of the story and paint me out as a villain, but honestly at this point, that does not bother me anymore. I feel like I'm used to it. Like when I tell you, it's been a whole list that I've had to learn this lesson from to now, where it's like whatever. But when that happens, it can be uncomfortable because now you feel like, oh, all these people may have this perception of me and all these people may think that I'm the one who did this. But let me just say this: continue to live your life, continue to be authentic to who you are, continue to walk your path, and the truth will come out. I have seen that, and this has been things that have happened years ago where I'm like, try to do the right thing, you know, not handle things on my own, because she is a girl that doesn't have a problem handling business in life, okay? But not trying to handle things on my own and just let God handle it. And it is not easy. It is not easy waiting, but I see at the right time, at the perfect time, the truth comes out. I see those same people who did me dirty, who acted like I'm the villain, I'm the one who did this and that, who thought that they were, I guess, gonna make me look like the bad person. Literally, and some of it is still unfolding now. I'm seeing now that even though I did have to wait, even though I did have to go through the emotions of feeling like this ain't right, okay? And I know it ain't right, and I know other people have this perception of me. I'm now seeing those same people, some of them still no apology. the same people that I have to be around, because if I don't have to be around you and it's been negative energy and stuff like that, I'm not that person that's gonna force anything. But sometimes in life you will have to come back around those people. Y'all, this is the type of stuff that I have gone through. Like, I've literally, not even thinking, just pulled into a parking space and somebody who did me dirty, I parked right next to them, didn't even realize that that was them. I don't even know if they realized that it was me who pulled up to them. They got out the car and started walking towards the store. I get out the car and I'm like, oh dang, that is the person who just literally betrayed me. And the crazy thing about it is, you do not have to try to make people know that they did you dirty. When I tell you, I was like, I didn't do nothing wrong to the person, so I'm following behind them. I'm gonna walk in the grocery store. They looked behind and they were like in shock, but they kept going into the grocery store. So I just needed to grab some fruit. So that was like at the front of the grocery store. And then, I don't know, it looked like they walked to the back. But when and I did not take long at all. I grabbed the fruit I needed and I was at the register. When I tell you that person got out the store, I mean, they had to sprint because I did not see the person leave. So this is the thing. When you know your heart is right and you doing right by people, oh, you better believe that God is looking out for you. You better believe that God is gonna deal with those people. But I still like am in one of these places where some people, like now, the people that have done me dirty, like when I come around, it's like very uncomfortable for them. It's like just weird energy, like very uncomfortable for them. Or it's like what I just described, them trying to get out and get away from me because of what they've done. It's all of this could have been probably just fixed and avoided by just saying sorry. And one thing I have learned in life, so if you're somebody who have been done dirty by people, whether it's one person, whether it's 10, whether it's 100, is that we don't get away with anything. Now, we do have grace and mercy, but what you are putting out is gonna come back to you. You are going to reap what you sow, okay? What goes around comes around. At this point in my life, I'm seeing that to be true. And I even have, like, myself and mindful of, like, what am I putting out to others? Because I don't want, you know, negative things coming back to me. Or I don't want my actions to now cause, I don't want to say bad stuff, but that same type of treatment and energy to come back to me if I don't want that in my life. So yeah, but now more so on the tail end of me being where I'm at now, after having to go through so many situations like this back to back to back to back to back, I now can spot, oh, this is the same patterns that just happened in these last few situations. Before, it was like I couldn't see it until after, but now it's like I'm on it. This is happening. This happened last time. This is happening. This happened last time. It's like I'm on it, and I appreciate now the things that I have been through. When I was going through it, I didn't appreciate it, but now I appreciate those things that I have been through. So that's just part of me releasing that on this trip. And then also just like the idea of being almost 30 is like, I think when I turned 20, I don't know if this is for other people, but when I turned 20, I think when you're at such a young age, you don't really realize how quickly life is going. Like, you want to be grown. You wish you were 21 so you could have a drink, or you wish you could drive and all the, well, I think you can drive at like 16, but you get what I'm saying, right? You wish you're older so you could, move out, have your own apartment, pay some bills. And then when you start living and grown now and actually living out your 20s, actually, I really enjoy like my young adulthood. And even now, I still enjoy being an adult and being on my own and, you know, handling business. But I feel like when you're like in it and finally experiencing it, it's like life just seems like it just goes by so fast. Like, I believe that 30 is going to be good for me, like my 30s, but it's almost like you could have told me you were coming a little, you know, what feels like quickly. I did not, you know, realized that 30 was coming this quickly. So you know how society tries to make it seem like you're old and it's such a bad thing. I really don't feel like it's gonna be bad at all, but I think it's just mentally like getting that framework out of my mind that society has put in about 30s, and just reforming my mind to be like, your 30s are going to be even better than your 20s, because now you have so much more wisdom and so much more knowledge. You now can do things that you couldn't financially afford when you were in your 20s, or you can do things now from a better perspective. You now know how to go into relationships and friendships from a good place, from a healed place versus a broken place, or just wanting that from loneliness, or just wanting people around you. You now, girl, you're doing grandmama things. You still look good, okay? You still look good. Okay, so I'm excited about 30 now. I'm learning to embrace that it's coming. Of course, I still have those moments, but I'm starting to get excited about 30. Granted, I still have another year in my 20s. I still have 29, which I'm about to turn in about a month. So I'm excited about that, but yeah. And then just letting go of any life disappointments, like things that I've had my hopes up for and I felt like my timing didn't happen, and just learning to relinquish that for God's timing. So that is part of the emotional and the healing that I am doing currently now in my life. But yeah, so let me go ahead and finish up a couple of things and just finish resting and relaxing. I'm gonna lay out on the patio for a little bit, and then I will catch up with you guys when it's time to head out for breakfast. Alright y'all, so I just threw on a dress. I'm about to go get some breakfast. I don't really have time to, do any glam right now. Actually today I probably will keep it chill. But breakfast is gonna be over in a few minutes, so I'm about to go get something to eat and then walk around and see the resort a little bit. Came back to the room to rest a little bit after breakfast. I went and just laid out by the pool. I actually was working on my last vlog. I'm supposed to be uploading a few days from now, but we're not going to talk about that. It just took me a little while to get in the groove. And editing that vlog. But I'm in my bathing suit now because I'm about to catch a boat ride to the beach from the actual hotel. So they have it set up where they'll transport you. So I'm gonna utilize that benefit. I have to tie it in the back for it to like cinch in. Your girl is definitely gonna utilize the cinching action in the swimsuit today. And then once I finish getting ready, I have to actually walk to the marina to get on the boat, and I do not know where it is, so I'm gonna leave a little bit early. So one thing I can definitely say about Costa Rica is there are definitely bugs here. Granted, it's bugs, you know, in nature everywhere, but these bugs are different type of bugs that I'm not used to. I'm about to go in with some deodorant because it's definitely hot out here and I have been sweating a lot, like super sweating. I usually do sweat quite a bit, but the amount of sweating that I have been doing just in this morning alone has been like probably worse than if I was doing a strenuous exercise, I feel like. And then as far as sunscreen, this is my favorite sunscreen of all time right now from K-Skin. This is the Isle Nourishing Body Mist SPF 50, and this is actually my second bottle of this. Okay, sunscreen, and then I ended up buying this insect repellent from the Costa Rica airport when I got here because I forgot to get it when I was in town. I don't know why. Someone actually told me to bring it. Okay, so I am now about to put on the K-Skin sunscreen that I like to use on my face. This is the Mobe Mineral Sunscreen Drops, and this is SPF 30. Love this one. One of my favorite sunscreens I feel like that I've ever used on my face. I used to use the other K-Skin sunscreen for the face, but I felt like that one left, which it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all, but I like this one because I feel like I don't have that pearlescent type of glow from this one. It's just like a moisturized looking glow, and there's nothing wrong with the pearlescent glow, but for everyday sunscreen, I don't want that type of glow. So I just use that one on special occasions when I care for like that extra pearlescent glow. This is definitely a no makeup day today because it's too hot for me to wear makeup today. And I don't have a problem wearing makeup in the sun, but whatever I was feeling today, that type of heat is a no makeup type of heat for me. I'm not sure if I'm going to really get in the water much. I think I'm gonna just lay out on the beach and probably just finish editing, but I'm putting on this cover up, which I purchased this from Amazon a little while ago, and I really love this cover up. It's a little creepy. A little creepy looking out here right now, but I am assuming this is the pier that I'm supposed to meet at. This is so beautiful. Look at this, y'all. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, it's so beautiful.
La que va a Costa.
So nice and secluded. Hey guys, so I just got back to my hotel room. The beach was really nice, very secluded because it was only me and another couple there from the hotel, so I really enjoyed it. It was very hot, but the atmosphere was nice. I love the scenery of that beach, and they had a nice place that had food. I got my food to go because I just did not feel like eating out there in the hot sun. Now that I'm back in the room, I went down to the front desk and asked, could I have more soursop? I don't really recall having this before, and I really like it. So I am looking for more like healthier alternatives to bring into my diet. I like teas and different stuff like that. So if I can find this back home, which I feel like, I'm sure it's gotta be somewhere back home, I think I'm gonna start adding that into my diet. Today has been very relaxing, very enjoyable, and I got to sightsee. I feel like way more than I actually expected today. I am probably gonna go to the pool later because apparently it's open 24/7 and I did not know that. So definitely gonna take advantage of that. I didn't actually get to experience the boat ride to the beach, but it still was nice that they offered to drive us to the beach, so it was fine. That drive was a little rough, you know, the roads was definitely jerking us a little bit, and it was definitely giving whiplash, but I'm okay. It was like every 5 seconds we were being bounced around on the ride, but you know, it's okay. And it was free, so I guess I can't really complain. Y'all, I just looked out the window and somebody is getting married. It was the bride and her parents were walking her to the marriage area, and I just think that's so cute. So congratulations, girl. I don't know who you are, but congratulations. And this is a nice little wedding spot, okay? Dinner tonight is gonna be chicken quesadilla. I ordered while I was on the beach at the restaurant that was over there. And then I just ordered some fries just in case I got hungry later and I wanted a snack because the room service here stops at 9. So I wanted to have backup. But these would taste really good. I tried them on the beach and they're really crispy. Guac, sour cream, and pico. Alright y'all, let me go. I'll check in later. I need to talk to my grandma because she keeps calling me, so I'm sure she's worried about me. Y'all, this lizard is being a bad little lizard. This is not for you, okay? This is not the river. Oh my goodness. This this is ridiculous. Y'all, he is really getting in this pool taking a bath. Alright. On my way to find out about bicycles and how much it is to rent them, because even though it's super hot, I kind of want to do something a little active. So I'm going to see where that is and how much it is. This is the bike that I have. It was only $5 to rent, so I'm about to go explore a little bit, but I don't know how long because it's so hot out here. This type of heat I am not used to. Good afternoon. So, the heat here, it feels very unreal. It feels like something I don't think I've ever experienced before. And I am used to I'm used to being around some hot weather. So this morning I got up, got some breakfast. I went out and explored a little bit. I rented a bike and it was cool and all. It was too hot, so I couldn't do that too long. Apparently you can drive into the city and stuff, but I personally didn't feel comfortable doing that, so I did not drive in the city. I tried to drive a little bit around the resort, but the way the heat was just happening, I wasn't feeling it. So I had to come back to the room and chill for a little bit, but I'm ready to get back out and explore again in a little bit, probably about an hour. Yeah, probably about an hour. I need to be headed downstairs because I signed up to go tour a chocolate farm today. So that's gonna be the, I guess, excursion for today. And after that, I think I'm just gonna like chill or go with the flow with everything as far as what I'm gonna do today. Hey y'all, so I am back at the hotel. I'm outside and I am about to cut up this pineapple because I'll be here a few days and I have stuff to store the pineapple in from my room. So this is actually a white pineapple. I tasted it at the chocolate farm and it was super sweet, really good. So I'm gonna eat on this for the next couple of days. I actually really enjoyed the chocolate farm. I didn't really know what to expect or, you know, all that we would look at, but it was really nice. Okay, got to support a local Costa Rican business, and also I just love being in culture areas and being able to see the different things that happen in different cultures and meeting the people. So that was really nice experience. I got to see how chocolate, pure chocolate, is made before it has all the sugar and milk placed inside of it, and see the cocoa plant. So this is the white pineapple. I'm gonna taste a little bit of it. Let's see. Very fresh. Being able to see literally the orange fruit that I showed earlier in the video is what the chocolate comes from once the whole process is done, and I just think that's incredible. And you know, it tastes good at the final part. I also got to see a face mask be made, so that was nice, trying out a natural cocoa face mask. You know, I love my skincare. That was a really nice experience. I just love being around culture spaces and meeting new people and seeing how other people live and the things that are native to different islands and things like that. Alright, let's get into this pineapple. This is what I have to cut this pineapple open with. This is the only type of knife that I saw inside of the room. Let's talk about how incredible it is that every time I have went on a solo trip, I ended up meeting somebody that I had an experience with that was like either healing, as far as like just having healing conversations, or something spiritual, like something spiritual has happened that has, you know, I just wasn't expecting. So as I am walking with the group at the chocolate farm, I find this so incredible that the lady just hands me a feather from a bird that just fell on the ground. So I'm not the type of girl that collects feathers. You know, I love a good nature moment, but that's just not really me. Now if you handed me some lipstick, something like that, that might have been a little different. But she was like, you can keep the feather. It was the big feather. I'll show the clip again in here. Big feather, beautiful feather. The color's beautiful. So I took the feather because of course I don't want to be rude or appear rude by not taking the feather. She was like, you can keep the feather and keep it as a souvenir. And then she kept walking with me. So I eventually put the feather on the side pocket in my bag because I didn't want to walk around carrying it this whole time. And I was just gonna, I guess, do something with it later, okay? So like when I'm in public and stuff, I am usually pretty quiet, but I am try to be as friendly as I can, nice, cordial, you know, that type of behavior. That type of behavior. I'm not a huge small talk type of person. That's just not really what I like to enjoy. Like if I'm gonna talk, I like for my conversations for the most part to be meaningful, and even like when I'm having fun and stuff, I feel like most of my conversations still, like, I don't like to waste my words because I do believe that what you speak can affect how your life ends up. So I don't really like to waste my words when I do talk to people, but I know how to hold a conversation. I know how to talk to people. Okay, and so I get back in the van after all of us are done, and one of the girls that is sitting next to me, she notices the feather. Now at this point I completely forgot about the feather. It was not on my mind at all. She notices the feather and I was like, yeah, the lady gave it to me on the trail, and she was like, she does bird watching or something along the lines. And so I was like, well, you can take the feather because I don't need it. Like, I'm not about to do anything with it. That's, you know, like, collecting feathers is not something that necessarily interests me. And so then we started talking, and I just feel like no moment really is a coincidence. What are the odds that a feather is given to me And that is the thing that breaks the ice between me and the girl sitting next to me on the van. Pineapple is good and fresh. So we end up having conversations about life and dreams, and she was actually encouraging me. See, when you pray to God about something, you never know how He will answer your prayer. So she was encouraging me because in my life, I have always been the person encouraging my friends, our so-called friends. I have always been the one encouraging those around me. When it's my time, they're nowhere to be found, honey. Gone. Disappeared. Okay? Can't count on none of them. Right? I'm almost done cutting up the pineapple. Literally tastes like it's syrup inside of this pineapple. Sam was because of experiencing that for so many times and for so long. One of my prayers lately has been like, God, please send people in my life that can encourage me. And honestly, not even necessarily friends that I'm praying for Him to send to encourage me, because I feel like at this point I just need genuine people that don't, I guess, feel like it's a competition thing or it's like trying to one up thing. I just need people that are able to handle my life and me as a person and the blessings that I have in my life and not feel intimidated, and be able to encourage me, pray for me, to be able to be like, okay, I haven't heard from her in a couple of days. Let me just make sure everything is okay. Let me see if she needs help with something, you know, instead of always trying to take the help. So we just started talking about the things that we're doing in life, and she starts encouraging me, and I don't even think she knew what she was doing. I don't even think she understood that she's encouraging me. Like, I had to literally tell her, you are encouraging me, because the very things that have been in my heart that I've been talking to God about, she was like speaking to me in that area. And so I just feel like that is incredible. This has been an ongoing thing whenever I've been doing my solo trips, just meeting random people and having these encounters with people. Some of them have been me talking to them and talking into their lives, but this time was me being poured into. And one of the things that I was just thinking about yesterday is how I'm always pouring out and being available for others, and it cannot be like that anymore. Yes, I still want to help others and be there for others, but it cannot be one-sided for my life anymore, and it will not be one-sided for my life anymore. If there was one lesson that I had to learn, it is that you have to literally protect your space. It's good to have people around, but not at the expense of your own mental health and, you know, the things that you have to go through that are not good, because people are in your life. But I don't take these situations lightly. I don't look at them as coincidences. I have had to learn that there's no coincidences in my life. Like, this is all orchestrated. Like, even when I tried to be like, oh, this had to be a coincidence, no, baby, I was showed that this is not a coincidence. This is divine. Divinely happening in your life. So just receive it, okay? But yeah, y'all, Costa Rica is so beautiful. I actually really have been enjoying it here. This is a place where I feel like I have peace, where I came to regain my peace again and take care of myself and get back in the mindset and the space that I need to be in to move forward in this season of my life back home. That's all I had to say. At this moment, this trip was definitely needed. Definitely meant for me to be here at this time in Costa Rica. But yeah, I think I want to try an espresso martini. I have never had an espresso martini, and I keep seeing stuff about it, so I might give that a try tonight. But yeah, tonight is self-care in the pool. Minding my business. Okay. I am at the pool and there's absolutely nobody out here, so I have the pool to myself, and I got my espresso martini. This is my first espresso martini ever, and I just told him to make it sweet because I'm a normal coffee drinker and I don't do no black coffee, okay? But this is actually really good. The way he made it, it's like a dream, okay? But just want to check in. I just want to say that I really love the whole solo travel thing. I really love this. I feel like when I go on my solo trips, I have the time to really sit with myself and enjoy the environment around me and do what I want. Not saying that traveling with others is bad or anything like that, but I feel like this solo travel has definitely taken travel for me to another level. So I'm just about to enjoy this time. All right. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, y'all. Skin routine is definitely doing its thing. So I just got up, just did like self-care stuff, basic necessity hygiene stuff, and I am now about to get up and walk around. It's 9 o'clock here, Costa Rica time. I'm not gonna eat breakfast on the campus of the resort because I'm gonna go to town a little bit later, probably around 12. Yeah, around 12. I'm gonna go to town and hopefully I can go to the pizza place that they have here and check out how that is. I'm gonna go check out the gym, although I probably will not be using it, but I did want to check it out because I heard it's gorgeous. Okay, so I love a gorgeous looking gym. I feel like that just motivates me to work out, although I'm not working out in it. And then what else did I want to do? I think I'm gonna just go take some pictures and stuff like that. So right now, not too much is going on. I do have an appointment at 12 for someone to pick me up and drive me into town. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like 8 ounce.
Just we have these options.
Okay. What's something like, ooh, vanilla, like cappuccino. That's still coffee in it? Nope. Okay. I'll do that. I just don't want it super black.
Small or large?
8 ounce, please. Yes. Okay, thank you. Where's the coffee part? Okay, there we go. Alright, we need the coffee in there. Alright, trip to the market. Y'all, this is really good. It's already sweet, so I didn't have to add nothing to it. I just stirred in the milk, but it's really good. Okay, y'all, I quickly picked up some things from the market that's not too far. So I just got a cup of water, soda, and I want to try this Haagen-Dazs. Okay. Because I've never tried this before. And I just wanted some ice cream. Some other water. And this, I got some feminine care stuff. That's really why I had to go to the market. And this little shot glass looks so cute. I like collecting them whenever I travel. I feel like it's just something small and easy that I can take back. And I sometimes will try to collect t-shirts, but I feel like I really don't end up wearing them, so it's just a waste. So I actually put t-shirt back that I was gonna get. So cute. Hey. Good morning, guys. Today is my last official full day before I have to head back tomorrow. So today I just have a rainforest tour scheduled. So I'm not really sure what all we're gonna be doing, but I know it's a few hours. It's supposed to be like a full day thing. And when I get back, I guess I'll just see what I have time to do. I believe we'll be back around 3, and I have to be down there ready to go at 7. It is 6:18, so I'm about to go run and get some breakfast while I have time, because I'm not gonna be out in the rainforest hungry. Okay, that's just not gonna work for me. Yesterday was really good. I ended up catching a ride through the hotel downtown, and when I got on the van, I ended up seeing one of the girls that I saw yesterday. Me and another lady and the girl and the guy ended up at a restaurant just eating, so I ended up meeting people to be able to hang out with. And then 2 other people that I met on a chocolate farm tour ended up at the restaurant. So it ended up just being like a whole thing of just meeting people, talking to people. It started raining, so I caught a cab back. So yesterday was pretty nice. I actually really enjoyed being in the downtown area, but I am about to do some last minute things to finish getting ready so that I can go ahead and head out. I have to get some food in my system.
Your boat will be back there. So.
Okay.
You got that moving the head a little bit.
have reached the end of my trip. I am about to head down so I can get checked in for my first flight out of Puerto Jimenez back home. This trip has been awesome. It has been what I needed. It has been like peace. I've been able to explore and eat some good food, and I feel like everything that I wanted to accomplish on this trip has been accomplished, and now I can go back with like a fresh mindset, a fresh start, and just rejuvenated. So Costa Rica has been one of those places that definitely surprised me. I was not expecting the experience. I just didn't really know what to expect coming here, but I feel like my expectations were met beyond. So I'm so just, I think, still like taking in everything from the trip and still like enjoying the peace that I feel here. So that is everything. I thank you guys for watching my vlog, and Costa Rica is a yes for me, okay? Yeah.